Divine Feminines, I hope you guys are incredibly well as always. I'm going to dig into your Divine Masculines energy, and I'm going to find out why things have been quiet between you two. Right off the bat, I will tell you guys that the energy that I'm getting is out of respect. Okay, my boy is quiet out of respect for you. Okay, so I feel like you've asserted yourself in some way. I'm going to start with the Goddess deck and just see what's gotten his attention, because that's the vibes. I feel like the way that you carry yourself is unmatched. Okay, and I'm also hearing, it's going to sound a little bit weird, but like I'm hearing mommy. Okay, and I don't know why, but it's like you carry this energy of just there's this discipline that you have about yourself, and in turn you push others to be very disciplined, or something about rules or boundaries. You give off a very mothering energy. You could be a mature woman. You could have children. Your Divine Masculine doesn't. But I'm hearing that when he looks at you, if you are a mother Divine Feminine, like, he thinks that your kids are in really good hands. He really admires the job that you do with your kids. Like, that's something that he finds himself saying all the time, is like, those kids are lucky, or that kid is lucky. And like, I'm also hearing yes ma'am. Okay, so I don't know what the heck that is about, but I just feel like, again, the way that you may assert yourself or carry yourself or hold your own, it's got someone's attention. Maybe this is something they didn't really know about you. Okay, so let's see, what is your energy? So Arakira, you're blossoming. I'm hearing you're just getting started. So I do feel like maybe they've just tested something or said something out of line, and yes, ma'am. So you're just getting started, okay? So have patience with yourself. Don't give up. I feel like you're someone your Divine Masculine wants to, like, you know, could you have me in your hands too? You know how your kids are in good hands? He wants to be in your hands too, okay? So there is something about you that when people are in your presence, they're in your energy, I feel like you get them to blossom as well. And with blossom, I'm also getting open up. So I feel like you two have crossed some kind of bridge where, you know, he might have got too comfortable. You might have checked him, but it's not going to be the same pattern where he might ghost or disappear for a few days, or, you know, may not like something and then start some shit, you know, start some shit. I'm hearing start no shit, won't be no shit. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. I'm hearing that. Maybe that's the message you said. Start no shit, won't be no shit. Okay? So he's hearing you loud and clear, but he's also feeling like this is a good thing. Like, I don't know, even though he didn't like you putting him in his place, at the end of the day, there was something about it that was like, nah, okay, I respect that. I respect a woman that would say that, or I respect a woman that would do that. So I'm also hearing Arakira say, especially because we have the just getting started, keep it up, okay? She's saying to keep it up, because with this, you know, that's just the energy that you have about you, Divine Feminines, is, you know, when others meet you, they can't help but grow. And they move in a good direction. When people meet you, even if the relationship is not a forever thing, people leave relationships with you feeling like, wow, I learned something, or, you know, like, that person really made me grow, or, you know, you always leave people feeling like, oh, I remember that person. Or you'll have people oftentimes tell stories about you where one time I met this person, and it'll be you, Divine Feminine. So I think that your masculine is seeing this about you. You guys may be spending more time together, or he's just seeing you operate in a way that it's beautiful. You run a tight ship is another thing that I am hearing. And he's just watching you from afar, okay? We have Divine Passion as well. He's watching you from afar and feeling like, what a woman. Okay, you could be a fire sign. You don't have to be. But Goddess Pile's energy is be honest with yourself. Ooh, what is your heart's desires? Yeah, you are his desire. And the thing, too, I'm getting about this is if you have children and he doesn't, something about him that may have said that either I don't want kids, or, you know, there are some men out there who would never want to be with, you know, somebody else who has kids already, which there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their preference. I feel like he may have felt this way at one point in his life. It was a very stern thing. And it's a community thing I get, like, also with whoever this masculine is. He didn't want, like, friends to see him with someone who maybe had children with somebody else. Like, there's this, he comes from a particular type of culture where like it would be, you know, weak for a man to do that, or like, you know, dishonorable for a man to do that type of thing, you know. But whatever it is with you, Divine Feminines, I feel like you break the stereotype completely that even if the men in his culture did see you, they would be quick to forget about everything they knew. Shit. Okay? Everything they were conditioned to say and believe. Shit. Okay? So you are the one that breaks all of the rules. Okay? And I feel like you made someone realize that, or someone is seeing this about you, and that is why things are... Oh, I'm feeling like I want to cough. There it is. Sorry, guys. It came as like such a tickle up in my throat. Okay. But yeah, I feel like, you know, somebody is... I can't help. Gwenvere wants to obviously come out, okay? I feel like you have somebody's heart. This is about the way that they genuinely feel about you. And they may be telling their parents this. They may be telling friends this. Like, yo, I'm at a point where I don't give a shit what you guys say. Like, you know, this is the woman for me. Like, he's at a point where he's wanting to either plan, or like, I feel like there's distance between you two because there's an understanding of, I mean, you know, he's gonna have to really be prepared to deal with a woman like you. Never mind you being a mom or having kids or other obligations or responsibilities, and him judging that. I feel like somebody's having the mirror reflected back to them, where it's like, do you have enough going on in your life? So that's the vibe that I'm getting here, is like your situation, him and his people like typically would judge someone in your position, but you are coming off as like this goddess. Like, you got yourself. Like, listen, baby, don't get tie up when it comes to me, you know? So you could be very Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? Like, you are the business, you are your own brand, or some of you may be just very abundant. Things come very easily to you. You have a certain aura or magic about yourself. Everything you touch turns to gold. And I feel like a lot of you are shedding people up, including your divine masculines, who are just stumped or quiet at this time. Okay? I keep hearing break the mold, and somebody is really in love. Like, somebody's telling someone, like, you know, or they may be even just thinking about it. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care what people say. And they may be seeing themselves as really lucky to feel this love, or to find someone like you to share that feeling of true love with. Okay, so that's the energy around you, Divine Feminines. I'm going to get into some messages about, you know, what's behind the scenes here now that the masculines are dealing with. I feel like when they think about you and when they think about your energy, this is who you represent. This is who you are. And again, it may not resonate for everyone. Not all of you are moms out there. But I am picking that up strongly when I got the blossoming card. Okay, you initiated this quiet time by having particular standards about yourself. You know what it is too, that the reason I'm getting like the mothering energy so much is because, like, whoever you are, Divine Feminine, I feel like there was like gossip, or there was talk about you, like people didn't know you, okay? So it was easy to make a judgment and say, she just wants you to take care of her kids, she's just after you for money, like things like that, without actually knowing you. And I feel like because you could be very private, Divine Feminine, okay? There's not a lot that people know about you. So it's easy to make assumptions. And I feel like once people did get to know who you are, everybody's quiet right now. Everybody had to, I feel like, you know, reproach, rethink. I hear people stuttering. You know, I hear people stuttering about themselves. And remember I shared a reading. I told you guys, all eyes on you. This is another situation where all eyes are on you. Okay? Particularly for those of you who, again, you have children and your masculine does not. There was eyes on you, judgments upon you. That's why many of you might have gone through some wonky energy. Okay? But you're protected, and I feel like the protection was to show people through your blessings and abundance with this blossoming energy that nobody needs to worry about you and what you got going on and who you need for what, right? When everybody see you, Divine Feminine, you move as a lone wolf. right? You don't rely on anybody. You have a fierce sense of independence or self-love. Whatever you do for a living, you create it all by yourself. And people are just taken back by this. I feel like, you know what, for some of you in the beginning, it wasn't always like this. This blossoming energy only came after judgment hit you. And some of you have guides who are like, oh, hell no, they don't. We was trying to let her take her time, but since you guys want to impose, let's pull out some chairs, shall we? Have a seat. Come inside. Take a seat. Since you want to impose. So that's why a lot of you have had certain blessings come through, certain magical ideas hit you out of nowhere, having this like rags to riches theme going on in your twin flame journey. Yeah, it's because judgment hit you guys before you were meant to receive what it is you were meant to receive. Okay, so I feel like people are seeing, like people are seeing that they tried to cause delays for you, and instead every time they do, it skyrockets, or you skyrocket. Okay, that's why I feel like for a lot of you, you have no idea how many people's noses has been in this connection. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the divine masculine in all of this quiet time. Okay, so we have that guilt, sabotage, and regret. I feel like the regret comes from the posture that he's in, or somebody feels guilty over... I feel like it's the judgment, and they might have done things to sabotage this connection by either not investing into themselves and making themselves more independent of other people's opinions and thoughts. Like, I feel like they very well could have chosen to nurture this situation and trust in this connection in their own heart. Instead, they felt what they felt for you and then decided to go seek counsel about that. So when it comes to matters of the heart, sometimes you know, the first point of contact needs to be between you and source. I feel like your masculines felt this spark for you. People were like, okay, let's see who this is. They might have seen certain things from the outside, and again, making judgments towards you. I really do feel a lot of that. And those judgments were just projections of how they were raised and how they were conditioned, not knowing that when it comes to you, Divine Feminine, it doesn't matter what circumstances you're put into. You will make sure you're good. Your spiritual team will make sure you're good, okay? And I feel like somebody is in this regret energy because they're realizing that they may have sabotaged this connection with you over taking on the opinions of others, even right down to like parental figures, prioritizing that connection over their own inner desires. Okay, what else is going on with the masculines? Okay, so we have detached, we have cold. I feel like this could be your energy, or this is how they're feeling towards you, or like there's a block currently towards reaching you. This again tells me someone who feels regret or a coldness from you. And I feel like, again, things are quiet between you two so that they can kind of sit with this on their own. It does not look very good. Okay, but I'm hearing it is for the best. Okay, the universe definitely wants to drive in a point about judgments and misconceptions and appreciation and, you know, judging people for what's in their heart versus what you may see on the outside. Okay, can we get one more for the masculines? Okay, so we have remember and awakening, which I think is a really beautiful sign of communication between you two. Okay, it may not be right now and things may be quiet because I do feel like, you know, again, you put somebody in their place. They love the way that you move, Divine Feminines. They know that you're right about something, or you're right and you've shattered the chatter that other people have had in their ear about you in this connection. Okay, and they are thinking about it. Okay, and I feel like this quiet time and the isolating is that they're honoring the time alone. Isolating means, okay, I'm not going to share this connection with anybody. I'm just going to trust what it is I'm feeling. And just by watching the way that you know what it is? Just by watching the way you operate, what I was going to say, they know that you're genuine. Another thing I was going to say too is that they may have slipped up and said something about the dynamics, or you either being like a single mom or on your own, or some stereotype around that. I know that energy is very heavy in this reading, but I do feel like it's just meant for someone out there. Someone's thinking about like the past, and they need to be on their own right now, because this is the energy that they're in most of the time. I feel like somebody can't eat, they can't sleep. I'm getting like feelings of like, I cannot believe, like this anger, someone clenching their teeth and saying, I cannot believe I let, my parents talk me out of love, or, my friends, or I can't believe I am trapped in a feeling of, I'm just so embarrassed or ashamed to say like, this is my person, because I know everybody's going to judge it. Someone feels like, I can't believe I'm not man enough to just be like, fuck what everybody thinks, But again, I mean, these feelings or moments are necessary for them to remember and awaken to like themselves. Like, what do they want? What path are you going to choose? The path to please everybody else, or the path of what it is you want and desire, and what's good for you? So yeah, that's why they've been silent, guys, and I think that's why things are just quiet between you two right now. It's in the universe's hands. Okay, so I hope that helps in some way. I love you guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Take care, guys. Bye.